Good day folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick. What good music this is, and we're looking at a homebrew on the zxspectrum 128K. This one is called, you can tell by the music can't you, Doctor Who Surrender Time, which has been published by Errazking in 2018. And you control the 5th Doctor in the Doctor Who series from BBC, Peter Davison, who was Doctor Who from 82 to 1984 for 3 seasons, and we're versus the Daleks in this one. The game has been authored with 3D Game Maker, which was released from CRL Group in 1987. Now, we've already reviewed one 3D game authored with that same machine, which was Mariner, which is an underwater game, which you still heard footsteps when you were swimming for some reason. But anyway, so it's in the style of sort of like Night Law, but not as advanced as Night Law. So here's Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor. I can't quite see his celery or leek, whatever he wore, on his cricket outfit. He's got big feet, but that's typical of these sort of games. Right, here we go. Let's go. There's another Doctor Who game on zxspectrum, released in 1993, which is Dalek Attack. I think it was 93 anyway, by Admiral Software, which I think we've already reviewed that one. Not quite sure what we do here because I haven't got any instructions of this, but we're wandering around. There might be objects to collect, I presume. You'll see teleport in the left, that represents our lives. Go Peter Davison, go. Put your favourite Doctor below. My favourite Doctor, well, a lot has to do with growing up, was the Doctor before this, which is Tom Baker, who's the 4th Doctor. I think he was a Doctor for about 6 seasons. He's the iconic one with the big long scarf. Now, if you clicked on this video and you don't like zxspectrum, it's probably because you like Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Sylvester McCoy, then it sort of like disappeared for a while, then come back with Christopher Eccleston. There's lots of Doctors now. He's supposed to have originally 12 regenerations, but you know, money talks and there's a reason why he's got loads more now. Anyway, and there's even been a female Doctor. What's happening there? Next time it might regenerate and be a horse who's identified as a Time Lord. If you are a Time Lord, then comment below. Now the TARDIS isn't in this. I think we can shoot. There's no sonic screwdriver here. We're just shooting. So it's an exploration game. It's got different music that's playing in different rooms, as you can tell. A nice border flash effect, which happens there. If you've made a game yourself with 3D Game Maker, not sure how long it takes to do. Well, there's a Dalek there, looking all super cool. If you've created a game using this, let me know. Is it easy or does it take a long time? Seems like you can add your music there, which isn't bad. Yes, so the TARDIS isn't in this game. On none of the 5th Doctor's assistants, which was Adric, Nyssa and Tegan. Tegan was my favourite. I think you know why. Do an image search. Right. Anyway, here we go. Yes, this Dalek's moving very slow. Oh, look at that. That's a great effect. That was on the opening credits, I think, or the finishing credits when Doctor Who used to start. It was a big show back in the day, even bigger than it is now. That's because there wasn't many distractions. You just have to, Doctor Who's on TV, there's only about 3 channels to choose from. There's no YouTube, there's no internet, there's no cable TV. Let's watch Doctor Who. Right, there's some big purpley things. So we'll see if I can find anything, but I prefer it to Submariner, only because of the music there, and of the subject matter, the Doctor. I wouldn't mind a Doctor Who version of Jet Set Willy. Do that. This is a bit where someone tells me there is already a Doctor Who version, but it's unlicensed, you know. So I don't think the BBC are going to punish the authors too badly on this one. Doctor Who Surrender Time. It's just a little bit of fun. Don't think it's made any money, but 2018. If you're liking your zxspectrum stuff, they're all in the playlist. You know how to get there because I say it in practically every video. But for those people that are new, that don't know how to get there, they're all in the playlist. As I say, click on my username, takes you to the channel page. Then click on the playlist tab, and Spectrum will be there along with a load of other stuff. Yes, big thank you to the subscribers. If you watched this far into the video, please consider subscribing. So, you know, I'm not quite sure what the aim is here. As I say, no instructions provided. I think the person was got carried away just using the 3D Maker. Normally you have to collect objects or stuff and bung them somewhere in these 3D type of games. but it's a modern 3D type of game made with an old utility released in 1987 by CRL Group, which is a bit strange really, because CRL Group made quite a lot of basic games, and it tells me if they could do a creator like this, why did they even bother releasing the 3D game maker? They could just made a load of 3D games and they would have sold back in 1987, I would have thought. Bit late in the Spectrum's run, but still within it. They could have had about 5 or 6 games here, but instead they released the 3D game maker instead. Not sure how much that sold back in the day, but maybe that was the right thing to do. Let other people take over. Yeah, the one thing about this, I don't know what the limitations of the 3D game maker are. There's only Daleks. That's all there is. I mean, Davros was on the opening screen, I think, but you know, there's no Cybermen. There's nothing else. I would like to see the TARDIS appear at least once in one screen, unless it does appear somewhere. Maybe K9 going across, although he was a robot of the 4th Doctor there. And then Peter Davison, he regenerated into the 6th Doctor, and I think was that Sylvester McCoy? I think it was. One Dalek alone. There's no Dalek speech in this. Exterminate, and they don't seem to be going in any direction related to me. It looks like he's just on some programming thing. Look at that. Oh, he shot me by random. There's Peter. I don't think Peter Davison saw any money from this, but anyway, never mind. The author might say it's not Peter Davison, it's a stunt double. Right, so it goes blue here, blue there, nothing much in this room. There's a bit of filler again. So he can jump, he can shoot. Now, if you're thinking why am I in the middle of this walking around and you don't know about Night Lord, the controls are pretty much like that. It's on the joystick or cursor keys, but it doesn't go in the direction that you push. You do left and right to change him up 90 degrees and then forward to go forward. I would have liked more representative movement. I'm a bit of a QAOP man, up, down, left and right. Here it's that cursor key stuff. So in a tight situation, it's always a little bit tricky. Now I like the game overall. The music is by far the best bit on it. It's lacking a bit of soul really. It doesn't look finished. Let's say, but that might be just limitations of the 3D game maker utility. I'm glad it's here. I like Doctor Who, and most people that have played this would have played it because of the Doctor Who connection. If you want to play a copy of this through emulation, there it is available through a site called Spectrum Computing, which I give a lot of shouts out. Type in Doctor Who Surrender Time in their search bar, and that'll already be there. The TARDIS is trapped in a time vortex. There's Davros there, not to get mixed up with Bobby Davros, who tells jokes. The Doctor has fallen in the trap. Exterminate. The Daleks always lose. They always lose. Great music, this. I'd load this game just to listen to the music. Nice. This is enough to get me going here. So if you're feeling a bit depressed, just load this up for the music. Just have it in the background. Just don't take it off the title page. Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot more time. I'd like to play these game editors more, use them, try and get most, but you know, it's a lot of effort running the channel. I have fun, but it's a lot of effort. It's very tiring, you know. Right, now let's see if I can find out any new rooms. So there's blocks that move you around. That's going to be, I think that's going to feature on every single game created with 3D Game Maker, because that's one of the options. There's 2 bits of blancmange, not doing anything. If you are a bit of blancmange, not doing anything, then comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Also as well, put in your favourite episode. I'll try and remember it. I watched it as a kid on the TV, but don't own them at all on DVD or Blu-ray. Put your favourite episode of the 5th Doctor in there if you've got one, and also your favourite Doctor Who enemy and why. Let's create a bit of discussion there. There are a few Doctor Who pinball tables reviewed on the channel on the PlayStation 4. Have a look at those if you want to see everything Doctor Who. There's another game on the Spectrum called Doctor Y, which is basically the on the ZX Spectrum, basically Doctor Who without the license. You control about 4 or 5 Doctors in that one. It's not a very good game, to be honest with you. But yeah, Dalek Attack is the one. And that pinball games as well. I would like a pinball table based on the Master. All the different Masters, that would be quite good. But it's not going to happen though, because it's got limited appeal. In the pinball world, I should say. It's mainly like the big American sort of like themes that have the appeal. Oh, look, 2 Daleks there. 2. That's the first time we've had 2. The game does slow down quite a lot when there's more than one thing moving on the screen. That's my only reservation of it as well. It's 128k we're doing here. I think at the end I might leave the music running for a little bit a while so you can enjoy it without my voice babbling over the top. But we've pretty much seen all the game has to offer really. 3D, maybe with a 3D maker, one for Doctor Who fans only. I think people that weren't fans of Doctor Who or have no knowledge of Doctor Who might find the game a little bit bland or a little bit lacking because there's no real obvious mission to do. It just seems to be an exploration fest where we need to find Davros and kill him. I'm sure there'll be a number of comments below about where Davros is, if he is in here or not. But we're playing this not expertly, it's just for fun. We're beating stress and we're seeing what is out there. I mean, this game wouldn't have been out of place released in the 80s, to be fair. It's not really up there quality-wise with the modern-day homebrews, and that's only because, and I must stress this, it's only because the modern-day homebrews are actually sensational, a lot of them, but the music on this is up there with all the other homebrews. It's outstanding, a great rendition of the Doctor Who music using the AY chip. And different music in different rooms, so, you know, musically, it's a very, very accomplished game. Well, we've gone magenta. You might be counting the different tunes you can hear as we go around this map. What subject would you do? If you was going to do, I'm not saying you have to do it, but if you was going to make a game with 3D Game Maker like this, what subject would you make? The Avengers, Batman, My Little Pony, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Gerbils? Which one would you pick here? Right, this is easy messing. Whether I have to jump on them instead of shooting them, I don't know. Whether I have to collect them, I don't know. In Nightlaw, you can pick up 3 items at a time, and you needed to dump a load of stuff into a cauldron, and there was day and night cycles where you change into a wolf every now and again, quite often at the wrong moment. Now, notice how quickly it goes when there's nothing else on the screen. It's moving along at a rate of knots. As soon as a Dalek turns up, or 2 Daleks, or a few things moving, and the computer has to try and render all those or move those about the screen, it uses so much processing power, it slows down to an absolute crawl. Doctor Who run up and down a lot of corridors. I'd like to see a lot of rooms that are a lot narrower than this, interspersed with these bigger rooms. But again, just a minor thing. Border flashing, yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I think that's a poke to be able to do that. See, Teleport Zero, this is my last live, so this will be my last go on the thing, so hopefully you've got a good overview whether you want to download this or not. I don't think I'll be coming back to it again, to be fair, but I'm glad I saw it. I mean, this Dalek, we could probably run rings around him without him actually noticing us. He's just firing indiscriminately here. Yep, there we go. Yeah. There's no AI on this Dalek at all. Even if we weren't in the room, one suspects you'd be moving in exactly the same manner, flying around like a wally. It exploded and I died. And there we go. Well, there we go. So, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Doctor Who Surrender Time, a homebrew from Errazking in 2018, based on the Doctor Who shows from the BBC. Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor, as I said. If any comments about this game, similar games, anything retro, then we'll need to put that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.